Does President Trump expect Speaker Johnson and House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan to actually start impeachment proceedings when they come back to the Hill?
You know, it'll be up to the Speaker to figure out what can be passed or not. It's the Speaker's job, and I won't speak for what the Speaker's opinion of that is. I think the thing that is important right now is the president is highlighting a critical issue, and he is doing what he does, which is shine a big old spotlight on something that otherwise may be obscure or only sold through the mainstream media in a way that misrepresents his position. Let's talk about what we're actually talking about with Trinde Araga. What we're actually talking about is an obviously partisan judge somewhere has said the president of the United States does not have the power to deport illegal immigrants who are criminals and gang members who are sent here, we know, documented by the Department of Justice, intentionally, who are wreaking havoc on American citizens. And the president doesn't have that power because somebody who wasn't elected to a position that's not laid out in the Constitution said we can't. There's a legitimate public debate to be had about whether or not that is a democracy.
So the administration has argued that the courts have no power over stopping them from firing federal workers, right? Stopping them from reducing spending that had been appropriated by Congress, curbing their actions on foreign policy or deportations. That's the point you just made. So where can the courts actually check the president's power?
It's ultimately the Supreme Court, I guess, will be the ones to answer that question. But there should be recourse. There is a recourse system through impeachment.
Last question on this. Do you worry that being stuck in an impeachment trial, because it is privileged in the Senate, so if it comes over to the Senate, they impeach in the House, they're going to have to do a full trial, that this could sort of impede your agenda and all when, Democrats are never going to put up the votes for this. So,
I would say that I doubt that a bunch of floor time will be spent on something if they strongly feel like they can't get the votes. But there are plenty of ways to encourage this public debate. Again, it's up to them to run their chambers.
So it sounds like this is more of like a messaging thing. You guys want to make a point, and it's a point about being discontent with these judges.
No,
you're not necessarily looking for them
to be clear. I think the president is right. We should impeach activist partisan judges. The question is, will that happen? Which you're asking. I think that remains to be seen. We'll see.